This week, February 2nd, 2026, we are getting a new quest in RuneScape 3. It is going to be Princess and the Pauper. And you are going to need to do 2 quests to be able to do it, and they are Gertrude's Cat and Murder on the Border. And these are the patch notes as well. Fixed an issue that prevented pickpocketing and Priv to fail. Resolved an issue where the safes found heists were not completing. The Thieving Daily Challenge for safes. Scuffle at Harvest Hollow no longer mentions being able to participate in the maze an infinite number of times, nor being able to fletch range tools. Fixed a typo when examining Mal in the Succession quest. The Barbarian Scavenger achievement has been removed. So that it's possible to complete all the achievements. The Steam release achievement has been removed. The commemorative Steam valve is unaffected. The Mobilize This achievement can now be completed either via Historic Mobilizing Armies rank or purchasing the Mobilizing Armies titles with $. Flesh, Flesh Hatcher Mercanaz has had their Santa hat removed. The addition and removal of the hat should now happen automatically during Christmas. When the minimap is set to be circular and the player enters specific areas, the minimap should no longer show a black square for a brief second. The name of your hero interface header has been updated to match the new interface style. The drop-down options for food and rename in the pet interface are no longer cut off. The user interface of some players should no longer revert back to its default layout when they relog after making changes to it. The issue that I was having with the action bar, taking it on and off, so basically they fixed it, hopefully. The crop text within the achievement banner has now been fixed. Selling items with long names to shops no longer causes overlaps in the interface. Fixed an issue with the Rune Metrics interface not loading correctly in some situations. Fixed an overlap in the Rune Link interface for Brazilian and Portuguese worlds. Death's overflow storage buttons have been changed to yellow. The Activate Aura button has now been aligned appropriately. Replaced the arrows and fixed some minor clipping issues in the trading interface. Content highlight color is changed to something more readable. Always on chat has been removed. After examining our chat options, we wanted to simplify chat to work smoothly with keybinds and cause less confusion for new and returning players. Fix some overlapping issues with icons and text in the grouping interface system. Fix some small interface issues and overlaps in the commands and diplomacy interfaces of the Conquest minigame. Ribbon bar has changed to clearly showcase what is being displayed. The Demonheim Shop Traders UI is formatted correctly without overlapping elements. These are all overlapping patches. Players can now use the Makeover Mage without having to close and reopen after using a chameleon. Fades have been removed from mobile marketplace. Players are no longer forced to walk on a cliff near Goblin Village. Fixed an issue that allowed players to move through the Wheatfield fence north of Faladar. The flag on top of the Lumbridge Castle should now move when interacted with. There are no longer visible holes in Mazurka's Tower north of Falador, and Chansey and Da Vinci's click boxes have been improved. Players should no longer be floating when standing on certain tiles in Berthup. Fixed an issue that caused notice boards to float in Berthup's game room. Holiday Portal is now visible as an inactive portal. Fixed an issue stopping the creation of Boon Energy with a full inventory. And these are some of the sick community creations they got. And that should do it. Hopefully that gave you guys some info on some of the changes for this week. And if it did help you out at all, make sure you leave a like and a sub. It helps me out greatly. And as always, stay positive out there, guys.